Alright, so after failing to get out of Q1 in the qualifying session here at the Australian Grand Prix, we will be starting in P20 for the race. On the grid, our car set up. We are ready to go. Try to get as many places as we can here. Because that'll definitely help us in the long term. Let's try to get at least a couple places off the start. Good strong start for us. We're going in the middle, switching over, getting down speed. Now we are on the outside line. Boom. That's some late braking, but we managed not to hit anybody, which is a great start. We're up into P13. Apparently that's a collision with Kvyat, but that was not on me. Braking nicely. Stay behind the two McLarens. And then hunt for an overtaking opportunity. Maybe here we can get them on the outside and get... it's a bit on the grass, but that's okay. We are up into P11 now. Making our way up the grid nicely. Next up we have Racing Point, Perez.
That's a decent start. Good job.
That's a phenomenal start, thank you. Let's see if we can get aggressive and get on them quickly. It's a great start for Maple Racing, already up into P11. Now our goal here was to get into the points, so we will see if we can manage to do that. That turn always gets us slipping a bit. But unfortunately on these long straights you can just see that our car isn't at the level of the rest of the grid. It's not exactly what we would like it to be. It's front wing damage. No, I didn't think of all braking. Let's see if we can... We couldn't get him there. And also we're going to try to not use any of the rewinds or replays throughout this career. So whatever happens, that's what happens. It's okay, Norris. I mean, that's partly on me, but that's on you as well. Oh, that was Carlos. I don't even know if that was Norris or Carlos. One of the two. But they're both quicker than me, especially now without the front wing. Not a big deal though. We'll see if we can catch Perez here. Our downforce is going to be a little bit affected, but I think we can still make it happen. Let's put rich fuel mix and deploy ERS. But on these straight, it's not where we're shining. We can only outbrake them, hope to outbrake them. Okay, good opportunity here to at least come close. Oh, we hit. Okay. You know, we're still in this. We can still get a points finish. We just have to be smart about it and wait for our opportunities. And not mess up our line, be on our racing line. Oh, that was such late braking, and we've lost position for signs. This is my theory, and another wing zone, we can't even. Okay, we defended Kvyat Raikkonen off nicely. And now DRS is deployable. Let's hope we get within 1 second of signs and then of Perez. But on the straights, I don't think we have any shot at getting close to them. We're not built for the straights, we're built to brake late. You know what, before our first race, if we can manage to defend this position, it would not be too bad. Maybe somehow catch Carlos and get back into the top 11. By some miracle, maybe the top 10. A points finish in our first race would be nice, but I don't necessarily see that happening. We are going to put our rich fuel mix on because there's only 2 laps left, and we can afford to use a little bit of it. This one here is where we can be a bit aggressive. Get on that acceleration quickly. You can tell that our downforce isn't there. That's a turn we would normally make without any issues whatsoever. was looking at something that's fully on me. So I think we lose focus for a millisecond. We gave him space, but we defended that beautifully. Sorry, Lando. I'm not going to just hand it over to you. You will have to win it from me. Now let's see if we can make one final push. We are within 1.2 seconds of Carlos ahead, but again, on these straights, we just cannot keep up with them.
1.5 seconds.
1.5 seconds now. Let's do it. Overtake and rich fuel mix on. Defending Lando in the meantime. We're right in between the two McLarens, which of course as a team is not a bad finish at all. That we started off so nicely. If we wouldn't have hit our front wing on Perez on that first late turn, we would have been in much better position. I do think we would have been able to get into the top. Wow, Norris just flew by us. Maybe we can get it back on this late braking section. No, he remains in front, but we made sure not to let Kimi pass us as well. We do not want to fall much further back down the grid. It would not be ideal. Let's brake late and power out of it. Maybe we can somehow, our rich fuel mix is still active. We activate the RS, but we are being passed left, right, and center. Maybe we can use a bit of slipstream. Kimi held that line beautifully. That's experience, I guess. DRS is active again. Let's keep the rich fuel mix on. Let's see if we can maybe fight for it. Yes, we somehow managed to get by Kimi. And see if we can maybe catch Lando up ahead. We do not want to give up too many places. Even if we are hobbling along, we still have a shot to make up some space. And that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to put our rich fuel mix on. It was a great first sector. Probably a pretty good second sector as well, but on these straights, they just distance themselves without us doing much. We simply cannot keep up with them. DRS is active again. We can't keep our rich fuel mix on because we do need to conserve our fuel a little bit or else we won't finish. See if we can dive here somehow. Can we maybe get past Lando on this final turn? We do. No. We're on low fuel mode. No, and Kimi passes right at the end because of the low fuel mode. I think that's a P13 finish. We were expecting much more. Driver of the day, but it doesn't really do much for us. We did gain 7 positions, which isn't bad. We started off wonderfully, but at the end there we couldn't keep our fuel conserved, and we hit our front wing very early on, which definitely didn't help as we went along. Well, I guess that's it for Australian Grand Prix P13. Next one out, hopefully we manage to get in the points. Stick around. See you guys.